budget. It's okay. Off your mic. It's okay. She off your mic. Like me.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Mayegun don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we loud, oh, yo. Mayegun don't come, oh, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo. Mayegun don't come, oh, yo. Mayegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo. Mayegun don't come, oh, yo. Mayegun diary politico, yo. Mayegun don't come, oh, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo. Mayegun don't come, oh, yo. And in the touchlight every corner, oh, yo. Mayegun don't come, oh, yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. Still them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say Mayegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh, yo. Mayegun don't come, oh, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo. Mayegun don't come, oh, yo. Mayegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo. Mayegun don't come, oh, yo. Mayegun diary politico, oh, yo. Mayegun don't come, oh, yo. This one not they off in mind, oh, yo. Mayegun don't come, oh, yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Mayegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Mayegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Mayegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh, yo. Mayegun don't come, oh, yo. My people make you shout, oh, yo.
Good morning to you, good afternoon to you, good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. And this is Mayegun Live.
Glory Facebook, glory YouTube.
Let me know if you can hear me loud and clear before we get fully into it.
Mayegun diary politico. Godfatherism, kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun diary.
Sorry, please let me know. I'm actually reading my comment to be sure that the audio is fine before I loud and clear. So share this broadcast, invite your friends, and tell them that Mayegun today. Still have an issue with that audio. So my own voice is clear. How about the music? Can you hear that?
YouTube.
Thank you. I think we will just keep it at that. So, yes, good evening to you, good morning to you, and good afternoon to you from wherever you are watching from. And this is Mayegun Live. So, thanks so much for joining me. it's sad that my own kind of studio speaker is acting up, so I can't really hear what I'm saying. So I'm going to just improvise. So thank you very much. 1 sec. Anyway, so if you have taken your time to read the caption of this broadcast, you can make your own contribution, comments accordingly. But before I get fully into this conversation, there's something I want us to quickly somehow remember. Mayegun's Diary Political, a platform where many of us who have decided to disabuse our mind and then, to disabuse our mind from the lies we've been told about Nigeria. And we decided to follow our own truth, which is so obvious, and decided as well to chart a different course for our own survivor. And so therefore, on Mayegun's Diary Political, people who have different solutions, ideas on what it should be like rather than what it is now, they found sanctuary on Mayegun's Diary Political. No political correctness, no stereotyping, no gaslighting, no blackmailing, and no other vices that could make people feel like we were misinformed anymore. That is what Mayegun's Diary Political actually stands for. And that is why you will see those who want Biafra, they are comfortable on Mayegun's Diary Political. You will see those who want Yoruba Nation, they are comfortable with, they are so comfortable on Mayegun's Diary Political. You will see those who are asking for revolution now, they are comfortable on Mayegun's Diary Political, including the recent one, the NSAS movement, and those who believe in that movement too. They all found sanctuary on Mayegun's Diary Political because it is the only place where he is going to say it the way it is. Not just that, he is also going to get you to also reason on your own after getting to know more than what you probably know. You have a chance and a kind of maturity that despite your own kind of difference and everyone's difference on Mayegun's Diary Political, there is something they have in common. Majority of those on Mayegun's Diary Political disagrees with the way the current Nigeria is structured. Do you understand that? That's one thing that we all have in common. Nigeria is a scam that has outlived its relevance and purpose, only surviving on the blood of the people trapped in that Nigeria. That is what we have in common. I have friends here who believe that let us break it up, including myself. Let's break everything up. Let everybody manage their own affair. There was, we have history of how we came to be in Nigeria. We all know our history, okay? And some of us believe that we should just break it away. Peacefully, no bloodshed, no nothing. May everybody carry your gari, make I carry my gari. Face your wahala, make I face my wahala. If we survive, fine. If we perish, fine. Do you understand that? Some people believe that that's all right. The reason why some of you want to break away from Nigeria or break away and get your own country is because Nigeria has failed. Do you understand that now? So, which means they too now feel like Nigeria has failed. And for Nigeria to offer what every component part of that Nigeria deserves, right? The current structure must go, which means PDP, APC, the constitution, everything that you know about Nigeria right now, they have to go. So do you see what everybody have in common? Some want immediate, cut them, they go. Others feel like, no, if you do that, you are doing the criminals who pushed us to this level, you are doing them a favor because they will all escape. They will say, well, should be divided the country. Nobody is now responsible for what happened and they can get away with what they have done. So all the people who have all these beliefs, they have sanctuary on Mayegun's Diary Political. And there is never any member of Mayegun's Diary Political that will tell you that since he's been listening or watching Mayegun, some of my viewers have been Mayegun's followers for more than 7 years. No single one of them watching right now will say there was a time or there is a time that Mayegun told us to hate one another. Do you understand that now? Was there a time that Mayegun asked you to tear yourselves apart, to kill yourselves, or to what? So here, that is why on Mayegun's Diary Political, you cannot be our friend if you want to be politically correct. My audience agree that the current Nigeria is a fraud. My audience agree that prayers only can no longer fix Nigeria. You know that. Hoping, waiting, patiently, and the rest of all those things they have told you to do, they cannot, except this system collapsed and give birth to a new one that now caters for the interest of all the ethnic nationalities in Nigeria, including the option of a referendum. So I know my audience. And do you know why my audience also kind of know me very well? They know that I don't just talk about the problems. Majority of us knows the problem very well. But they know that Mayegun is not looking at the problem with the lens of a tribe, with the lens of religion, with the lens of a class, and every other nonsense they have used to divide us. Where Mayegun wants to mention the criminals, it doesn't spare them. Whether they are Awusa, they are Fulani, they are Yoruba, they are Igbo, wherever they come from, once their name pop up in the names of those who are contributing to this division, this bloodbath, and this corruption, Mayegun doesn't hold back. So that is to say, I know my audience knows me. We are not many, but we are very, very, very powerful. You just need to find out by spending time with us. So I decided to give you that short reminder on Mayegun's Diary Political. We know they do political correctness. If now pastor misbehave, he go collect. If now your imam misbehave, Miss Yan, he go collect. If now your grandfather in politics, Miss Yan, we go give him hot. If now your grandmother misbehave, we go give him sharp. And that is why we are not politically correct. We are not in any way among those that can be blackmailed with religion, blackmailed with God, blackmailed with jazz and every other thing that makes people feel like watch your mouth. So that is why Mayegun's Diary Political is called the Temple of Truth. Sometimes you will hear some, it go dey comfortable. You go clap, you go share, you go comment, you go dey buzzing, you go vibe. Sometimes you go hear some other ones, you will be uncomfortable, unhappy. You're feeling I'm so disappointed in Mayegun. Mayegun, why? That is why we call it the Temple of Truth. Because you can also hear your own inconvenient truth here. Just don't take it personal. That's the point. You cannot intimidate me with your pastor. I cannot be intimidated with your imam. I cannot be intimidated with your mama lawo, baba lawo, sisi lawo, brother lawo, uncle lawo, and every cousin lawo that you have. I cannot be intimidated by anything that possibly makes you feel like, be careful. So on Mayegun's Diary Political, I am also grooming responsible human beings who will always remember that whoever they are, wherever they come from, whichever God they worship, whichever people they respect or disrespect, on Mayegun's Diary Political, all of us are the same, which means we cannot be threatened when we are saying our truth. We cannot be intimidated when we are exposing our truth, because it is our truth. It is our truth that we found out after discovering the lie. You cannot know the truth if you don't discover the lie. Nigeria is a lie. Every action, every existence of it is a lie. They've managed to package it for so long, the lie, until Buhari came and showed everybody their place in Nigeria. Now, we decided that we are not going to be politically correct about it. We came all fire blazing for it. Great. Because of that, some people felt offended. My broadcast yesterday about Adeyinka Grandiot. Some people started commenting, leave Adeyinka Grandiot alone. It is irrelevant. It should be completely irrelevant. But he's already done some damages, which is totally against anything that you can call common sense. Anybody that tells you that the enemy of Yoruba people are not Yorubas, that person is a criminal, even if the person is your Yoruba brother and sister. Yeah? If anybody tells you that the enemy of Igbo, Biafrans, they are not Biafrans, they are Yorubas, they are Fulanis, they are Hausas, they were this and that, it's simply, and you believe them, it simply means you are not smart if you think you are. Because listen to this, no matter what we say, or the situation our people are in Yoruba land today, some people, they are always at that place where they are discussing what will affect everybody, including Yorubas. Imagine, somebody would they make the Minister of Works, for example, or Minister of Power, and they said they will give you power. They know that if they give you power, Yorubas, Hausa, Igbo, Christian, Muslim, Babala, everybody will have light, because electricity, they get discrimination, right? Now, he has the opportunity to do that. He decided to make himself rich, his friends rich. Rather than give you electricity, he gave you darkness. He's a Yoruba man. Which means when he is there, when they are discussing something that will affect Yoruba and others, he decided to take care of himself and his friend. He didn't stand up for Yoruba. And you cannot blame an Igbo man for that. You cannot blame a Fulani man for that. You cannot blame an Hausa man for that. Because if a Yoruba man stood up and fought and fight there, this will be so obvious that, yes, our problems are the Fulanis, Hausas, the Fulanis, the Hausas, the Igbos. What am I trying to tell you is this. Do not shy away from reality. Do not shy away from the truth. Because before you can find the truth, you need to discover the lie. Today, Yorubas, the governors of Yoruba land, they are Yoruba. The senators from Yoruba land, they are Yoruba. The representatives member from Yoruba land, they are Yoruba. All of these ones, representatives and senators, Yoruba senator, Yoruba rep, they have always been in Abuja for the past 22 years. No single one of them actually felt like, I have been fighting for electricity for Yoruba. Nigeria cannot give us electricity. Let's tell ourselves the truth. Yorubas should break away the electricity monopoly of Nigeria in order to free our people. None of them. All they always come back is they are waiting for their time. Now you have no electricity, which means you have no economic development tool whatsoever. You can't develop if you don't have the electricity. Take that from me. You cannot develop. Right? Now, as a Yoruba man, as Igbo man, as Hausa, as whatever, there is none of them who stood up for you genuinely. Or say, you know what? I don't want to be part of it anymore. I have told them again and again and again, this is not going to work. My people, they are lying to you. So it was after we discovered the lies that we know the truth. We then discovered that what Nigeria is doing to all the ethnic nationalities in Nigeria should ordinarily make every part of Nigeria, right, to demand, one, for an end to this contraption or this arrangement, so that you can be able to take back the power into your hand, crush this system, not go and validate it by election. Number one, or every ethnic nationality in Nigeria should be demanding for a total breakup of Nigeria. You know why? If Nigeria break up, number one, the monopoly, the stranglehold will be broken into pieces. It's now left for you. If the former rogues in Nigeria are now allowed to take over your country if you break away. That is left for you. In Yoruba land, I have been educating my own friends to understand that whatever Nigeria is today, it didn't happen by accident. It has been happening from 1966. In fact, it started from 1963. So, cut the long story short, majority now agrees that yes, Nigeria has been like a hell, very, very bad. But you see, under this Buhari, under this APC, it has never been this bad. Do you understand? It's like it's never been this bad. It is so scary that it is not about stealing, corruption, poverty. It is now about ethnic cleansing, running down the entire country to bankruptcy, which will then scale into unexpected civil war. All of them, we no one fight. I know man die. They say Yoruba nation. Oh, they ask you want people to be killed. You're Biafra. Oh, you're asking them to be killed. All of you are asking. You will fight. You will be pushed to fight for survival. That is where APC, Buhari, that is where they are taking Nigeria. So we saw that. We said it the way it is. Some said, then some pastors, some imam, they started preaching God again to hoodwink us. We said, shut up, God do not send you any nonsense. You not be businessman. So those who are used to stereotyping, those who always want to be politically correct. Yeah? Mayegun. I understand everything you have been saying. I support everything you have been saying. But please, let us mind what we say about man of God. Abi were lele yini. She emi joinity emi man of God. Abi were wa lori. You remember that time? So me, I would just be like, Abi were lele yini. Kilo kemi ati man of God, abi man of dog, abi were wa lori wa ti pastor any. She you get? But because they want to be politically correct, they were like, this Mayegun has no respect. Some said I don't have any respect. Some said, he's already using his mouth. Although what he is doing is good. We like what he is doing. But he needs to watch his mouth. If you can't see anything about a pastor, don't do Mayegun, I love you. I said, Koshi Sigbo, I don't need the love weary. Love ori buwo lejon kokiri. Love fake love ori buwo. I mean, love weary. Keko were yin sigbo ateyin ati olori buruku to ntan yin at everybody. Fe cotton wa mo, we no want anybody deceive. They tell us they use God deceive us. So now so we defeated those who always wanted to be politically correct. To a point, in order for my friends who are, because like I said, I have pastors here, I have deacons here, I have bishop member following Mayegun, bishop. I have what did they call them? All this mullah. All these people where they put a bed sheet for head, a whole bed sheet like that. Very powerful people, scary. They are watching Mayegun. They are my people who they watch me. You see all these babalawo, mamalawo. People that will say, Mayegun or mommy, awa yawa lenyin. Because think of my fear shame. Then they here, then they inside my temple here. So you can't scare me. You can't use anything to be politically correct in order for you to make me, guide me into what you think the way we should be doing it. That's why many people don't like me. If you ask all these weary, all these Lagos Abobakus, all these Oshogbo Alimajiris, all these ombud slaves, obedient fools, sophisticated morons, all these Buhari idiot and co. You know why some of them don't like me? They say I insulted elders in Yoruba land. Nikure. Elders in Nikure. Yoruba land, the way Yoruba land is right now, is that your pride? Tell yourselves the truth. Is that your pride? They say, see me, I don't believe that Fulani is coming to enslave you. Listen to me very well. I don't believe Fulani is coming to enslave anybody. They have been trying to occupy us for centuries now. And historically, we have been defeating and conquering them. Do you understand? That means if all of us are allowed to defend ourselves and Nigeria is not intimidating us, are you with me? Who is Fulani to come and enslave who? This enslavement that you are witnessing today, this poverty you are witnessing today, it is because the poverty you are seeing in Yoruba land, the underdevelopment, the slavery you are seeing is because those who are perpetuating the enslavement, your slave masters, they are not Fulani, they are not Hausa, they are Yoruba. Yoruba. See all of them buying different cars, by building different palaces, using your money to buy properties abroad. That is your source of poverty. That is your source of enslavement. Nigeria is not enslaving you. Nigeria is not enslaving anybody. Now your people, they enslave you. But because they look like you, because they talk like you, some of them are old people, some of them are pastors, some of them are imams, all this business and all of them, they are your slave masters, because Fulani will not take over your resources. If all this Olori Buruku you call leaders in Yoruba land, if they didn't agree to it, to take their own cut, their own share, you dey follow? Nobody will enslave you. Nobody will shave your head behind your back. When Nigeria said we should disarm, when Nigeria decided to disarm us, when Buhari decided to disarm us for the Fulani terrorists to invade us, did you hear anything from your Yoruba leaders? Did you hear anything from those politicians or your people? When your governors came together, that they started Amotekun. Now they are buying vans, they are buying vehicles. Amotekun buying vehicles that cannot travel in the forest. They want to display in public. They have Amotekun checking phones, checking if people have paid their ticket money at the different garages. Amotekun that should be in the forest, carrying AK-47 or AK-49, machine gun, hunting down terrorists who are making life a hell for our people, destroying our economy. They couldn't do it because Nigeria have told them, if you try it, we will remove you. We will declare state of emergency in your state. You want to go and fight Fulani in the forest, Abi? This terrorist, you decrease. You don't understand. Say all this pleasure, all this comfort that we are giving to you, good car, medical trip abroad, all these things that you are enjoying, that your people can only dream of. If they born you well, go buy AK-47 for Amotekun. You go kiss that your governor goodbye. Which governor? So it's not Fulani, there is not Fulani, what do you call it, or whatever you want to call jihadists who are enslaving you. It is because those who are supposed to fight for us, they decided to take a cut, take their turn, take their share. And you and I, we are on our own. And they said, Mayegu no get respect. Respect kill you, dear. Respect kill you, kill all your useless leaders. Do you understand that now? So we stopped being politically correct. And we've discovered our truth. And we decided to spread our truth. Why should Nigeria break up? What are the reasons? What are the advantages? What are the disadvantages? This and that. We want to discuss it. Nigeria is criminalizing it. Referendum is war in Nigeria. That is when, and when people will no get sense. I'm talking about the Buhari idiots, the Sai barbarians, the Buhari didn't, the Buhari did not to, the Buhari dijatu, the Buhari shuku, the unguziari, the unekahari, the obedient fools, the sophisticated morons, and the humbled slaves of this world. Their uncles, their aunties abroad, the abroadian Buhari idiots, which are categorized into Mumu Madus, the Mumu lecturers, the Bele lecturers, including their extended relatives called the social media bandits, Facebook adsmen. They said, for telling this truth against the lie they know, then we are trying to cause war. But wait, the people who are killing people, they don't want to call it war. Do you see the trick? They say, if they allow the animals in the jungle to write their own history, they will not, they will leave, probably if they did that at all, they will leave a tiny space to describe any tiny bravery of any hunter Because it is the hunter that always writes the story of the jungle. When the lion was coming, very big lion, I grabbed my gun. I started calling on my forefathers. Oh, ye, my forefathers. Here I am, me, the son of Olugbe, Olugbe, the son of Eluku, Eluku, the son of Ajagbe, Ajagbe, the son of Ajashoro. Oh, yeah, all of you, my forefathers. Oh, yeah, surrounding me, this lion. Oh, yeah, Orun. And then when I grabbed my gun wasn't working. I said, oh, yeah, Egbemi, Krombi, sir. Before you know it, I just disappeared on top of the tree. I plugged the away right. I plugged the away left. I joined them together. I put them in my mouth. I jumped down. I commanded the lion. I said, come here. Therefore, die. He said, hey, Ogboju Ode tó ń pa lion. Àwọn eléyìí tún kíra o. Because he is the one telling the story. Meanwhile, maybe now, when lion just a yawn, when they sleep, now ain't the guy here, pick race. Do you understand that? So we have found our truth. We can no longer believe the lies. What do you do when you found your truth? You spread it to save other people who are still living the lie because they are in the majority. But they want to blackmail us. They said we no get respect. They said that we don't have faith. We don't have God. They say we don't have this. They started punching. Oh, they said, oh, you cannot trust this and that. Oh, yeah, we understand what he is saying, but it's never going to work. And all those blah, 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 blah. But we were right. That's the point. We were right. The pastor, where will they call? Then they watch us. The chief imam, the babalawo, the mamalawo, all of them agree with me. I told you, I said, if you pay attention very well, even if you don't understand how Nigeria don't mess up, Pafuka, and they are telling you that the people behind your situation, they are the village people. I said, listen, may we do the analysis. Nigeria don't choke everybody right now. Everybody, they drag, they leave my neck. That's how Nigeria is to so many of you. Don't lie to me, because I talk to people every day. I'm like, this is the show. Everybody. Say, hello, how are you? Hello, Baba. This is Nigeria, no easy, Baba. You they hear me? I say, I they hear you, the manager hear you. Is it network? I think it's network. That's how it is to everybody. So they touch everybody. And I said, pay attention, oh. Even village people, that they told you are those behind you, behind your problem. Even village people get issue. Now, all of them, you just know. You just give them credit anyhow. Village people that you are seeing, they also needed healthcare. They needed electricity. They need good road. They need this. They need security. They need that. To the point that since they don't get all those things, you think when you go to bed, they have your bad dream. Now your village people, they pursue you. You don't know, say even your village people get people where they pursue them. Some of them now hunger-induced. What do they call them? Hunger-induced hallucination. But you are not paying attention. Young people are graduates. They don't get job. Some of them are going to affiliate marketing. Everybody, they scam everybody. You, my sister, you are graduates. Lucky you. You don't do small business. They see money. Husband, no day. People, they not want to settle down. To you, now village people. To the young men, nothing day. He no day today. He no day tomorrow. He no sure say good day next year. They know it. They are living it. Marriage is the last thing. For my sister, they say na village people say, man, you know, get husband. Husband day. But boys know they think of anything. When we say some no fit feed themselves. Talk less of feeding another person. You know this. Some of you have settled, you finally have to settle with your boyfriend like that. You know, sure, say, boy, you go walk. No, just a hope. No, just a hope. That's how my sister, she's about 50, 55, I'll be 54 now. She is still hoping. Her former boyfriend, who will later become her husband, they are both old now. They are now looking forward to their children so that they can get one more. Village people, Nigeria, your real village people are the politicians that all of you are fighting for, defending. And we have discovered that. That's why we continue to speak out. So what happened? Pastor Adeboye. He got our message. He said, you know what? He be like say, telling these people, say, make them pray for leader. He be like say, this is no work. Oh, no lie. You don't touch everybody, whether you are rich, whether you are poor, whether you are in the middle, whether you are the wherever corner, anywhere you are, it go touch you. And go touch you. Everybody go chop them. You can still continue to pretend, though. Because that's one thing about Nigerians, oh. Very, very good at pretense. They can pretend to you. What you don't know is that this current situation, it has never been this bad. Baba Adeboye even listed them. Let me see if my audio will work. Let me know if the audio work, oh, because I'm going to listen to it too. Listen.
Number 2, where is the money going to? 80% of what should have been the income of a nation is going to the hand of some people. That's a lot of money, man. What do they want to do with the money? That's question number 3. Question number 4. Who are the foreign nations buying this stolen oil? Question number 5. How many of these nations of the world are your friends? So you can see the reason why I'm not thinking of 2023. Maybe that's why God has not spoken to me about that, because there is a lot to deal with now. Do I tell you one more thing? It is open secret. It's in the news. Undenied. That more than 90% of our income, more than 90% of the money we get from the leftover of the oil that was stolen, we are using it to pay the interest of the money we have already borrowed. More than 90%. And then it is news. I'm sure you listen to the news. We are borrowing more. Meaning what? According to a friend of mine, we are moving steadily to bankruptcy. A whole nation. My beloved Nigeria is moving